I used to hate my birthday always because I felt I am behind all the time. In past birthdays, I always think, okay, when I'll achieve something or when I'm certain age, probably I'll be very happy, materialistic way. So then I can celebrate or I'll be happy. Even though it's to go out or celebrate, but I never felt like really happy or I never made peace with myself. But this time I'm making peace with myself. Here are the 7 things that I learned turning 25. First one, being consistent. No matter what, you should be consistent. When I say consistency, that doesn't really mean you have to keep on going every day. If you miss one day, you have to stop everything. No, that is not what consistency really means. Consistency is literally skipping 2 days and going back to the thing again. Like, let's say we have 30 days in a month, you skipped for 4 or 5 days. That's totally okay. You literally showed up for 25 days. That is consistency. Just because you skipped for 4 days and you're stopping it, that doesn't make sense, right? So be consistent. No matter how small, you can do it for 2 minutes or 1 minute. Consistency, showing up really matters. That compounds very well. Second one, taking actions. Take actions, small actions. Then you will feel yourself, okay, I'm doing something. Anything, very small actions will also add up. So taking actions is very important in anything. And personally for me is philosophy. When I was really, trying to learn philosophy or seeking truth, Naval Ravikant is a huge, influencer for me. I mean, not our influencer. He never want anyone to influence it. But I feel like he's so authentic and so true. Whatever he says literally goes to my mind so directly. Bro, like he's the best person that I discovered in the internet. I can't thank him for everything what he have done. Like mindset and the way that I seek truth, everything thanks to him. Philosophy is the thing really changed this year. Philosophy is the thing that really changed me, myself this year. I became more calmer, I became more peaceful. It's not that I achieved some big goal that I always had. No, I made peace with the present. I was always battling with my present. I was like, okay, one day I'll achieve something, then I'll be happy. One day I'll achieve something and I'll be peaceful. But that is not the truth. Why can't you be happy right now? Just because you don't have a material stuff, you can't be happy. They're so stupid, right? You can be happy. What's the point of life? If you have to keep on chasing the material stuff, that is not life. Of course, everything requires money. Money is important, but making peace with the present is the most important thing that I learned. I was always running from my present because I did not like the present life that I had. I was like, okay, someday I'll make some big life, then I'll be happy with that life. No, if you're not happy with the present life, you will never be happy with the future life. So philosophy humbled me in so many ways. It's not that I became such a philosopher. I just went to the ChatGPT and asked the book summary, like Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, main philosophers. Then I just understood the basics. Then I was like, okay, whatever they are saying, that really makes sense for me. I don't know why. And with the philosophy, I started seeking truth because this internet generation, this Gen Z, everything, initially what I consumed was so much noise. We don't know what is truth. We consume so much, we have no idea what is real, what is not, what is fake, what is real. So I started seeking for truth because, I was not sure what is truth, what is working, what is real, what is not real. Then when Naval spoke so many times in his podcast, go back to the basics. So I just went back to the basics and started reading Sapiens and everything. Like, why are we here? What's the point? I asked all the big questions. So that helped me so much this year. That helped me evolve and be more authentic towards myself. Fourth step is being mindful. Whenever you are doing something, try to be mindful, like coming back to present. It's hard, I know, when I'm doing something right now, like if I'm talking to this camera, maybe sometimes I just go back somewhere or have my thoughts. But I try to come back to this present. Being mindfully doing it, being in the present has helped me a lot because all we have is the journey. But what we think is we have to reach that destination and become happy or something else. No, all we have is a journey. We'll only take the journey. Probably we should enjoy the journey. That is what I say. When I was watching the Dan Co's video also, he was saying the dopamine hits more when you are in the process of doing something, not when you actually achieve that. I've actually experienced that. When I'm working towards something, I'm so excited, passionate. I'll be, preparing and all. I feel like, okay, I should do this. When I achieve that, I'll be like, nah, maybe, yeah, I knew that I'll achieve it, something like that. So be mindful about what you're doing, enjoy the process. Do not spiral. I mean, of course, everyone will spiral, but just observe it. Why are you spiraling it? And just come back to present. It's not easy as it sounds. Like, it's easier said than done. But if you keep on working on yourself, you will be really grateful for what you have done to yourself. Reflect. Oh my God. This year I started reflecting on myself. Like, there are so many patterns that I did not realize. Like, when I say reflect, I am not telling you to sit with the thoughts and just consume the thoughts all the time, think about your thoughts. No, just reflect and be done with that. When you reflect it, you should be done with that. You shouldn't be coming back to that again and again. Just then you're looping into the thoughts and it will never end. What's the point of coming back to that again and again? No, just see what did you do in the past and why did you do it. If that is aligning with your future self and the present self, good. Keep on doing it or try to adjust it. That is what I mean when I say reflect, not just sitting with your thoughts and looping all over it. That is just such a waste of time and you're not growing or you're not learning anything by reflecting. I don't know. There are so many different types of reflecting. So many journals, like, I don't understand that. Like, bro, I don't think we need so much. You have to just need 2-3 questions and be clear. When you do it once, you should be clear and you shouldn't be doing that 100 times. What's the point of doing it 100 times when you're not clearing it at the one time? Like, I don't understand that. Okay, the next point is you will outgrow yourself. Trust me, I've experienced this like 100 times. I was thinking, okay, my future version will want this and I'll do something. When I was 21, I thought, okay, my 25-year self wanted something and I did something. Now that I'm 25, I was like, how dumb was I when I was 21? So I'm just realizing I will always outgrow myself. Now I'm the 25-year-old. I'll be doing something thinking my 30-year will be proud of myself. But always my 30 years old will reflect and say, I was so dumb at 25 or I was just not aware of so many things that I'm aware of now. So that doesn't mean you have to judge yourself or see yourself small. She did what she knew at that time. That's it. I'm not saying you have to be humble to yourself or be soft to yourself. That is also a trap again. What I'm trying to say is we take actions or we do something from the present version of ourselves and present circumstances, situations and emotions. And then we grow up, become elder, but just from that bigger version. Does that make sense for you? Like, no, we evolve, we grow. If you're someone like me, consumes this content, self-help, self-development or philosophy, everything, you will always grow, you will always evolve. There is no point of judging yourself or talking to yourself like, dude, I was so dumb that I can't believe that I just did it. But you will evolve that version of yourself too. So just don't do it. Enjoy the process. So this is the things that I learned. I'm 25 today. I never imagined when I was 21 I'll be talking this out in the YouTube channel or putting myself in the internet. Circumstances, life situations, everything made me do this. I'm so grateful. I am actually enjoying that surprisingly. So thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like it. Bye.